Hey, all my beautiful Earth Angel friends. This is a full moon reading for you for love and life. Okay, so this is quite a powerful full moon, which is actually in Virgo, which is why I'm doing the Earth Signs Collective first. So this will basically be a reading where you can choose the deck if you want to. So Capricorn first, Taurus, and then Virgo. And then afterwards, for those of you that do follow my channel, that are subscribed to my channel, I will then also do the weekly each zodiac sign. Okay, so this is the collective one for all the earth signs together, and then so I'm doing earth signs first, water signs, air signs, and fire, and then once I'm done with that, I will do the individual zodiac signs as well, because I love to do those. Okay, so I pre-selected the cards just because there's quite a number of them, and then I'll just clarify. Okay, so let's just pop the video down, show you what I have. So, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Before we do the reading, if I can ask you, let's just connect within our hearts together. So, if it's safe for you to do so and to relax, just take in a nice deep breath with me and savor the breath in your heart space. And you let it go and you set it free. Okay, one more nice, beautiful breath. Opening the heart space to the greatest good of all and letting it go. Okay, I do apologize if there is some noise at the back. There is a possibility of that. My neighbors are building, so or renovating rather. So I do apologize for that. But let's get the reading out of the way. Okay, well, let's get the reading done. So just gonna flip the camera back up again, and then we're gonna do the readings for you, and we're gonna clarify. Okay. I should put it like there, and we're obviously going with Capricorn first, okay? And Capricorn, oh yeah, so I'm also using, I've been studying runes for quite a while. I love them, they're so fascinating. They're all about physical stuff, manifestation, abundance, prosperity. So it's a beautiful addition to cards, all right? So the one for Capricorn this month is Hellas. Okay, this is, I feel that for you, and of course, the Mercury retrograde is meeting the full moon right at the end. So Capricorn, there might be a bit of disruption, so to speak. You know, there might be a bit of a feel that things are not going 100% the way that you would prefer them to go. They might be a bit rocky, a little bit not quite here, not quite there. Okay, and which is quite normal actually, because the new moon started in Pisces, which is all about the emotions. And then there was the Mercury retrograde, which brings out all those things that don't serve you positively. And now we've got the new moon in Virgo, which is all about, okay, so those are the emotions, those are the things that are not serving you positively. And then in comes Virgo, was obviously presented by Mercury, and Virgo's like, okay, got it. So what is the next logical thing to do? What is the next step that we're going to do? How are we going to get there? What makes sense? What doesn't make sense? Full moon, strong energy. And so things may feel a little bit overwhelming for you. Okay. What I would maybe want to encourage you to do, Capricorn, is to take a bit of quiet time out for yourself. Okay, where you can feel a little bit the emotions, experience a little bit the emotions, the things that might be throwing you overboard. Okay, and I think that is really good advice for everybody, because we live in a world where you are often told you're really not allowed to feel your emotions. You shouldn't be sad, you shouldn't be angry, you shouldn't be upset, you shouldn't this, you shouldn't that, you shouldn't this, you shouldn't that. From the teachings of Louise Hay, I got, and I totally agree, that the word should normally make somebody wrong. You know, so you wrong, somebody else is wrong. So I always recommend to my clients, sit with your emotions for a little while. Okay, because I do other stuff as well, you know, Reiki and crystal healing and regression hypnosis and all this other beautiful stuff that I do that gives my life such profound joy. But I always say, sit with your emotions. We live in a world where you are told you're not allowed to feel your emotions. You're not allowed to feel everything. You have to be this love and light fairy butterfly all the time. But that is not reality, because you are a soul that's having a human being experience. And in the vibe of a soul having a human being experience, there's going to be stuff that you're going to feel, and they're not always going to be that positive. And it is very much like um, you know an example that I like to make. When you don't feel your emotions, it's like taking little bags of dust, and the people are banging at the back now. I do apologize for that. But when you kind of suppress your emotions, don't want to feel them, it's like taking little bags of sand and you put them in your house, and you just don't, you put it under the carpet and you put it behind the couch and all those type of things. But even though you don't see that dust, you still have dust related problems. Okay, dust mites and whatever, and somebody comes in, they're allergic to dust and whatever have you. Whereas when you lift those carpets, move those couches away, lift those pot plants, whatever, and you clean out underneath, it is a bit of a messy business. And maybe to somebody else coming around may say, oh, your house is a bit of a mess. But you know what you're doing, because you're doing the important inner work to get to the spicky span and clean and shine that you want to have. And it's the same thing with your emotions. You want to feel them. And I know that Capricorn, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult for you to express your emotions. Sometimes you can kind of keep it inside until it kind of just goes like, bursting, like somebody just hit like a pinata. But I would say, if you don't feel that comfortable discussing your emotions, or, and communicating your emotions to others, that is okay, because that's who you are. But at least open up about them to yourself. Okay. And then, so this bit of a hailstorm that you might be experiencing at the moment could also pass by quite amicably. Okay. And then the three other cards that I have for you, for all of you guys, it is a crystal oracle, a life path, and also these motivational ones, which are actually quite funny and wacky, but I really like them. And then I'll just clarify. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Like, I pre-select these, but I don't look at them. So black obsidian, the shadow. All right. Black obsidian is one of those crystals that are really incredible for protecting your auric field, placing you in the safe space. And by being in the safe space, you can then access kind of like higher knowledge, so to speak. Okay. When like, say, for example, in hypnosis, when somebody specifically want to do past life regression, or you specifically want to go to the soul plan, maybe you want to check out your Akashic records, or find out, what is my soul plan, what is my purpose for being born in this life, then we'd usually use black obsidian, because what it does, it keeps your auric field safe. And then in that safe space, you can then actually access higher knowledge. So again, it's the same thing with your emotions. It is safe to feel your emotions. It is safe to feel that shadow side of your emotions. It is safe, and in your case, probably even highly advisable to embrace that part of the emotions that do not serve you in a positive way. Okay, to say, yes, maybe I am that person they say that I am, but so that you can feel it, be okay with it, accept it, and move on, so you can get rid of the things that do not serve you in any positive ways. Make sense? Okay. Remember, I also do a detailed reading. So this is obviously a general reading. You accept what resonates with you and what doesn't resonate with you. Just release it with love. Okay. There we go. Education. There's this higher knowledge that is wanting to, in a sense, come through to you, that will assist your life in absolutely beautiful ways. Okay, so there's more than meets the eye that actually wants to come true, and it's saying to you, let it come through. Love is never in vain. Okay, love in this case, especially for yourself. And again, I'm sorry about the banging at the back, but when we say love is never in vain, this would be the love that you give to yourself, the time that you give to yourself, okay? By nature, you give so much to others that after a while, it might feel that you can actually feel a little bit depleted, all right? Let's clarify there for you. Oh, 3 cards fell out right away. Look at that. So, Page of Swords, okay? Facing those difficult things you need to do sometimes for the greater good to take place, all right? So this is really a time to put yourself first, more than probably ever. Obviously, putting yourself first means that you still respect the, the greater picture or realm of everything else. Okay, so don't go and respect yourself to the point that you say, I don't care about anybody else anymore. But it's when you do that inner work that the Wheel of Fortune, all that beautiful, wonderful things that life can offer you actually comes out there for you. So in a sense, there's a strong calling for you to embrace sort of this, the storm that for many of you might come your way, because it's really time for you to let go of those things that don't serve you positively, the past that don't serve you positively. Whoever did whatever to you, it's time to let it go, and it's time to make a new beautiful start. Okay, all right. So Taurus is next, and Taurus. Let's see what we have. Earth signs. It seems like things might be going a little bit wild for you. Okay. But Taurus says, in the same sense, Taurus, don't make things more difficult than they need to be. Don't make things more challenging than they need to be. Okay? I think for many of you, there's a lot of very strong emotions happening at the moment. And it might almost feel like nothing is working out. Okay? Just because it feels that nothing is working out doesn't mean that that is actually the case at the moment, Taurus. Okay? And remember, this reading is only focused on this very little part around love and life now for the full moon at the end of Mercury retrograde, full moon in Virgo, started new moon in Pisces. It's a trip, guys. It's a trip. Okay. It's a trip. And I mean, I'm not even talking about what any of the other planets are doing at the moment. It really is a trip. But there is the thing about life. Life is a journey, and it's a journey to be embraced, and it's a journey to be enjoyed. And no journey is always going to be pleasant, but there are beautiful, beautiful parts along the way that you wouldn't want to miss. And Taurus, you want to be very mindful of not missing the magic in life by trying, so hard to get certain things right. Again, as I said with the Capricorn side, this is a general reading. So whatever resonates with you, open your heart to it, accept it in your heart, and whatever is not for you, just release it with love. Okay? And again, general reading. If you want to have a detailed reading, you can check the details down below. Okay? But Taurus, I know that sometimes you can feel very down, and you get so in your emotions sometimes when things don't work out the way that you prefer for them to work out, that it can actually make you feel tired and run down. So be very mindful of the emotions that are running through. Okay, that feel the emotions, yes, but I can almost say be as serious about things as they are. So you don't suppress anything. You feel everything as serious as it is, with the intensity that it has, but don't make it more than that. Okay. There, kyanite, blue kyanite, one of my favorite crystals, actually. By the way, it's so beautiful, and it speaks about letting go. Kyanite also, when you have it like next to your bed, for example, when you're sleeping, you normally get very beautiful, or people say you get very beautiful dreams. But what it really is that you remember the beautiful dreams that you actually always have. Okay, and if you're having difficulty with visualizing or anything like that, then kyanite's actually really amazing for that, because it helps you to visualize, it helps you to see, especially for those that are maybe interested in channeling, or just a more profound meditation or wanting to hear the angels, for example, kind of places you in this beautiful calm space. And because you're in a calm space, you can hear better. Okay, so it's not particularly that it's new information that's coming through, it's just that you're able to hear the information better. Okay, there we go. So Taurus, so it'll make sense that you feel a bit, thrown this way and that way, because it's like you're at a crossroads. I feel that many of you are at a crossroads where it's like you have to make some sort of decision. Where am I going to go next? What am I going to go do next? Am I going to hang on, or am I going to let go? And so everything might feel a little bit contrived at the moment, and you're like, what is the right thing for me to do, and I feel that everything is, for those of you that are in the situation, everything is made seemingly more difficult because you are so afraid of making the wrong choice. Whereas if you can actually kind of just release and let go. Oh, did I show you your rune? I don't know. I don't know. It normally goes like this, but it was like kind of like that. A bit of confusion. But if you can just make the decision, then life will kind of clear out the path for you. Okay? So, and the decision that you have to make doesn't even have to be this or that. If you can make the decision to step back, to place your faith and trust and confidence in the universe, and let life actually bring the choice to you, instead of you going looking for the choice, then things can in fact actually work out for you so much better and so much easier and so much faster. Okay. Look at hee-haw! These cards are so funny. All right. So it's about letting go, making the choice, and letting go doesn't mean that you don't care. Letting go means you're at this kind of crossroads in the precipice of your life, and whoever's really looking at this. And when you sometimes reach here in life, you might feel a little bit stuck. Often life will give us opportunities to move forward. And what we may perceive as being stuck, right over there, life is actually saying to you, you're not really stuck. I'd like to know, how would you like to move forward? And by then letting go, surrendering, what you really have, if you can get to this point, you say, you know what, source of all, God, Allah, whatever name you choose to use, I feel a little lost here. I feel a little bit at a loss here. And I'm going to place my faith and confidence in you for the greatest good of all. Then life goes like, okay, now I know exactly what to do. Okay. And then you get like, hee-haw, your heart's desire is coming through. Okay. Let us clarify. Oh, did you guys see that one flying over there? What is that? You see Page of Wands in reverse. Emotions a little bit, in reverse. Not sure which way to go. Okay. Probably not feeling very loved by the universe at the moment. Okay, the universe always loves us. The universe is like our parent, really. Whether the child chooses to believe that that the parent loves him or her or not, the parent obviously loves you. But let's get you two more cards here for clarifying. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I love it. Oh, and okay, Taurus, you're always extra and over the top. So you got more clarification cards, which is absolutely fine. So first of all, you got the Star. For many of you, there is some kind of heart's desire, wishes that you had, and may kind of feel that you don't actually know if it will ever come through. It's coming true. Okay, it's sometimes it can feel very rocky just before you have your manifestations coming through, and I think that's where you might be at the moment. Okay, because look at it, many of you, you're coming into your shine, you're coming into your moment, you're coming into your recognition, you're coming into your time, and you're coming into your prosperity and your abundance. Okay. Let's see what we got for beautiful Virgos, and it's obviously full moon Virgo at the moment. And this stone or this rune, this is all about power. This is all about moving forward. Okay, this is all about progression. things just working out. Now, for many of you Virgos, it might not feel like this at the moment. Okay, for those of you that are just watching the timestamps and that are not watching the whole video, as I said before, take whatever resonates with you in your heart, open your heart, mind, and soul, release the rest with peace. It's a general guidance reading. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, the details are down below. Okay, now it will make a lot of sense for many Virgos at the moment, even though the full moon is in Virgo. Virgos are, even though you've got this beautiful, kind, considerate souls, and you often quite very artistic, and you see all the angles, by default, your mind is still very analytical. Okay, you're not always this whole touchy-feely type of vibe. Okay, and obviously with the moon, and this is like this moon is like a gangster. This is a full moon. It's not just your average full moon. So, and it's all about emotions. And then many of you might actually feel very tired at the moment because the whole Mercury retrograde has just taken place, and obviously you're ruled by Mercury, but by default you can sometimes, Virgos, be so analytical. And even a little bit critical, even about yourselves, that with the Mercury retrograde, it becomes even more so. Okay. So first of all, you're all doing well. I know a lot of Virgos, you're all doing well. Okay. But you might feel with this whole full moon emotions, a lot of you might actually feel a little bit lost, a little bit tired. Okay, let's see what we have for you. Moonstone cycles. This is actually Moonstone. I love Moonstone. So Moonstone reminds us that everything in life, everything in the universe, everything goes in cycles. Okay, so if you are feeling very down at the moment, and if you are feeling depleted, and if you really do feel almost like drained, that you need maybe just a little bit of rest, then this is what I want to say to you, Virgo. To the capacity that it's possible, or to the degree that it's possible, take a break, take a rest, take a moment. Okay, I do apologize for the sound at the back. Take a moment, take some time for yourself, have some rest. You may find this to be a period during which you might be very, very exhausted. Okay, even though there's this burst of energy happening in the universe, for you to benefit optimally from the burst of energy, you want to rest. You want to give yourself a moment. You want to give yourself some time. Okay, look at this. Listening, Virgos. You all don't like to listen because you always know that you think best, that you know best. Okay, but also, to how do you 5 + 3 = 8? 8 is about infinity, moving on, and I love the idea that they used an elephant on this card, because elephants has got beautiful strength. They've got a lot of love. They will make the decision that needs to be made, even if it's difficult. For me, if I think of elephants in relation to Virgos, it makes perfect sense to me, because there is no such a thing as, the weakest link, taking one for the team, that type of things. Elephants they're like one. I'm getting a little bit emotional because I like them so much, but they say so beautiful, and they're so almost appreciated. Okay. I mean, I used to love pianos, and I used to play piano until I actually found out that people kill animals for their tusks to make piano keys. And I was like, ugh. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think it was Yamaha that came out with plastic keys. They don't play exactly the same, but I'm okay with that. I would much rather have the elephants around with their beautiful, regal love, their teamwork. There's so much we can learn from them. Okay. And so, Virgo, listen to that inner voice. Listen to that inner voice. Listen to your heart. This is actually a time for you to take a bit of a rest if you can. And instead of trying to come from your logical mind, you want to be open to coming a bit more, moving a bit away from the analytics, and see what logic, and this is not a time for you to overwhelm yourself, but what logic can you maybe find, or what analytics, or analytical logic can you maybe find within the emotions within your heart. Okay, you want to be very careful of becoming a bit hard. Okay? And we look at what the universe says. I go where you go. Okay? Life is reminding you there that you are never alone. Even when you may feel in the deep dark pit sometimes, and even if you may feel sometimes that things are not working out and that life might be a little bit against you, never the case. Source that created us, power that created us is always with us. Okay? Getting you some clarification cards. Look at you coming in, Knight of Swords, Virgo. Okay? Coming in and saying, here I am. If you give yourself just this little bit of a break, you would actually be doing yourself quite a big favor, because it's in taking the break that the logic, in a sense, comes through. The logic that you like to have in your life so much, it's in taking a break that it comes out, because I think there was such a culmination of feelings and emotions and this and that, and it's beginning to feel a little bit so by actually releasing that and letting it go and setting it free, and that isn't taking a break, sleeping a day if you must. That is how the solutions come through. Okay, yeah, there we go, the devil. Some of you are feeling a little bit trapped. Some of you have forgotten that your oomph, your shine, your moment. Look at, oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, so these fell now for those of you that saw, but when I put them together, look at this. The Fool is at the bottom, brand new start, new beginnings, new opportunities. And as I was putting it together, the Magician, okay? The Magician, new beginnings. And I love to see this, Virgo, because the thing is, you give so much to the world. Like, it always makes me happy when I see you guys coming into moment and coming into shine, okay? I don't know why, but I'm going to draw you 2 more cards. So let's see what's coming out. Okay, I'm just going to take the top one, the Empress, confirmation again, abundance coming. Just take a moment, just take a shine. What is the one at the bottom? There we go. Great gifts coming in. Great things coming in for you, Virgo. So happy to actually see that. It gives my heart so much joy. May it serve all of you, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, all beautiful earth signs, earth angels. May this reading serve you in positive ways only. And I'll see you again soon. Remember, I am also recording individual zodiac sign readings after I've done the collective. So after the earth, air, water, and fire signs. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with those that might appreciate it, and I will check in back with you soon. From my heart to yours, I'm Adrian H. Nelson, living in the beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. Namaste.